Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 20 of Requiem. It's episode 20, guys. We've made it
Let's
to
go.
we've made it to 10, but twice.
20
That's
games.
awesome. that's awesome.
And it's been half a year that we started this.
Yeah, it's been half a
Really?
year.
Already?
Yeah,
Damn.
This was in
half a year.
July, at the beginning
What?
of July.
Holy. Okay.
Where did the time go?
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, there are like weeks that we didn't play, so
True.
it
Still,
Hey,
goes
still.
faster.
Like-
Yeah.
that's a long time.
Oh yeah, and Phil's just mentioning in chat, it's the 20th episode on the 20th day of January.
Whoa!
Yeah, that's
100% planned.
We're also gonna do the 69th episode on the 69th day of some month, for sure.
I trust.
Anyway, like a month in game maybe. I'll just make up a month that has like 70 days. Anyway, guys, welcome in to episode 20. There isn't much to say. If you have been missing the episodes, just make sure to go on YouTube and check them all out. The last two episodes were pretty intense, and I somehow think that that's going to set the tone for the intensity of the rest of the campaign, hopefully. With the beach episode obviously also coming, so that the players can relax. We'll do the beach episode eventually, when they're all dead. But no, that won't
Skeleton
happen
beach
again.
episode.
if you guys just seen Fish's face when I said when I said dead. She went from the calm to panic like the other day. Anyway, guys, there's much else to say, so how about we roll out the intro and we
Yes.
get into the next episode of Requiem. We'll see you on the flip side. And we're back. So, before we kick off the episode, let's get a little recap of what happened on the previous one. Our heroes were still traveling or sailing through the Quetzali Ocean when on the previous episode. And there, they were attacked again. This time not by a scale whale, but by a horrifying nightmare that remembered them of what was at stake, that remembered them of all the people that they could lose. Not, bless you.
Sorry,
Let's
I
see.
wasn't. I wasn't fast enough.
Was that part of the story?
Yeah, that was just a giant sneeze that happened.
Oh yeah, I remember.
That was the Weaver sneezing.
I was the
Weaver
nose.
sneezing. I was the nose. And after that nightmare, there was also a little moment of comfort, a moment where Violet and Vesper kissed, Violet and Vesper kissed, Violet and
It's
Vesper
gonna
kissed.
be episode 120, and you will say Violet and Vesper kissed.
Yes, it was the first
On
time
the
that
19th.
happened. So yeah. Anyway, moving on. Getting more serious again. They continued their travels after that nightmare, shaken, as their minds have begun being invaded by something that they, although they know what it is, they can't quite understand. And once they touched down on Port Nemeli, they didn't find the bustling merchant city that Vesper knew. They found a city full of scared people, full of nervous people. And immediately they had this strange episode happen in front of them where a woman was being dragged away by guards and by some sort of robed figure. And the mother of that woman that was being dragged was begging that robed figure to cure her daughter as she was screaming, reaching for her eyes, claiming that there were monsters in her room at night, visibly insane. The heroes decided that they needed to rest, and so they found their place at the Hearty Harpy, a usually uplifting place. But it was somber this time. When they finally found rest, they were awakened by screams in the streets. But soon Emily realized that this couldn't be reality. And it wasn't. Two floating silhouettes showed our heroes visions of the past. Visions related to the person that they are now traveling to save or to hopefully help. Visions of that person murdering another. Cold-blooded. In the back. And after those two individuals questioned our heroes' values, they questioned things that they have been questioning themselves ever since they've come face to face with that scale whale. That's where we ended last session.
Can I ask you something?
You can.
So sorry.
You can.
I
Sure.
know you already. Okay, sorry. When you say that we have, for example, 400 gold in ruby sapphires,
Mhm.
can we add it to the gold, or do we have to sell it for the gold?
You would have to sell it for the gold.
Okay.
All right. But that was a nice economical question there, Busy. Thank you for helping clarify that. Anyway,
Thank
moving
you.
on. As you guys just gotten up from that nightmare, all sleeping in the same lavish room here at the Hearty Harpy. Emily.
Excuse me.
You have not ever thought about training your mind. Training your mind in the sense of knowing magic at its essence, at an almost mathematical arcana level. You had never even thought of training your mind, perhaps even in your memory, because your mind has always been a place of creation. It's where you go to relax, it's where you go to be yourself, it's where you go to find, to search for all of this inspiration that you see in your day-to-day, and so your mind isn't quite fortified in that sense. I mean, you are not that below the average person, but it was just never something that quite interested you. Emily, I have a question for you. If you were to go insane, how would it look?
Okay.
That is a tough question because Emily is already a little bit cuckoo. But I think she would still like play and sing, but it would sound very weird, and she would do it with like full confidence and just sing like nonsensical notes and all just like mixed in all of the wrong ways. And she would also start like saying very, very negative things, like we're all doomed, like very like, emo.
All right, like a prophet of doomsday kind of type of song. Well,
Oh my god.
that's Emily. As you wake up from this, and you had just before finished saying that you knew that this was the nightmare, that wasn't reality. In your mind, there's a flash. There's a flash of that eye. And then quickly you blink and you catch yourself and there's another flash. That flash has sound. Sound of your voice, but stringy and out of tune. Of your lute with broken strings. Of your hair messy. Your clothes torn. And you singing those doomsday songs. And then you catch yourself again. And now you realize that the power that this entity has has over you, it goes beyond showing you your worst fears, reminding you of your trauma. It gives you pictures of possible futures. And suddenly, that's another thing, another fear, another traumatic experience that you have in your mind. But it's still the middle of the night. So, what do you guys want to do after you wake up from this?
So we still technically haven't finished long rest?
No. I just you just woke up from this nightmare. I just want to ask you if there's anything you guys want to talk about discussing what happened.
I want to wash my face.
Very well.
Fair enough.
Doable.
I'm like shaking while I try to grab water. Like,
There's a basin in the room, so I would say if you would like that to happen, that they would watch you
Yes.
shake.
yeah. Yes.
Violet puts her hand on Emily.
I
They're only-
shrug. Like, I shake even more.
They're only nightmares. Just think of something you enjoy, a happy memory or anything. Just try to keep your mind away from it.
Okay.
We're here together. You're not alone.
I'm not sure if that's always going to be the case.
You will never be alone.
No, we will never leave you, Emily.
I pick up the basin and I just squish all the water down my head.
Just dump it on you.
Yeah.
Emily, I wanted to wash my hair.
During the middle of the night.
As that cold water splashes over your face, that same vision again.
What are you seeing, Emily?
Me. Singing out of tune. It's my worst nightmare.
Wait, sing for us right now.
I can't.
Emily, take a deep breath.
I start shaking a lot. And I start like walking around the room.
I tried to grab her by the arms. Take a deep breath. 3 times.
Okay.
You are Emily. You sing extraordinarily good.
Better than Celine Dion.
True. Remember that performance you had with her? Well, it was not her.
It wasn't her.
But you remember
Well-
your performance. It doesn't matter if it was her or not.
That is true. I'll try to focus on that. It was a good moment.
It was.
Okay.
And you
You
were
were
awesome.
amazing.
I keep seeing myself and my worst fears, and I'm afraid it might come reality.
Everyone is afraid of that.
Even you?
Of course.
Like what?
Like losing Ketri. Losing one of you guys.
Are you seeing the images like me?
I'm having those nightmares where my daughter is dead.
But this isn't really an nightmare. I just see it, like it just shows up in my mind. Am I going insane?
I don't think so. Everyone reacts as everyone has their way to react to these things, and maybe you're just younger and you're not dealing with this as better as us.
Oh, because I'm young?
I'm not saying it's because of that, but it might be.
But it might be. Alright, baby. I just hope I get to live to grow old, I guess. I'll go to
And
bed.
You are the most positive person we have ever met, probably. I'm talking for all of us. So
She's gonna be like, in my experience, and now I'm gonna speak for all of us.
The whole world.
Absolutely.
As anyone has to say something about this? Do you disagree?
No, ma'am.
This whole time, Haj'Draal is just like doing a silent prayer on his pendant. That's why he's not participating in the conversation.
And maybe you haven't seen as bad things as us. So you're dealing with this for the first time.
Have you been
has-
through this?
I've been through some traumatic experiences. Have you?
Yes. But, I mean, I've been through some things. I wouldn't call them traumatic. But, I'm an adventurer. I've seen stuff, okay? I'm not a child.
Maybe it's your brain's way to deal with this. It doesn't mean you're going insane. And as long as you have us, we're not going to allow that.
So I'm the issue? I'm doing this to
No.
myself?
Jesus
No,
fucking Christ.
Who's
We've
that?
been through a lot the past few days, Emily. It's only natural to react in this way. We're all scared. We don't know really what we're dealing with. But if you see it again, just tell us. We're here for you.
Can I give you a hug if I see it again?
Of course.
Okay.
Oh, sure.
Okay. Thank you. I'm gonna go sleep. And I'll go like super dripping wet still to my bed.
All right.
Before Emily lays down, Haj'Draal will cast control water to
Oh my god.
to try to dry her hair faster.
Pull the water
He'll-
from her.
He'll
Jesus Christ. That's
Water
such
bending.
That's such overkill to just dry her off.
This
But-
guy-
as I notice that Emily is gonna lie down, I say, wait. I open my eyes from my prayer and I go, you know that's bad for you. And so while still holding the pendant, my hand begins glowing with a blue shine, and
Full fucking water, dude.
I point my hand.
Dude, just I'm sorry. Let's just all appreciate the moment that Haj'Draal, the last time he cast Control Water, he turned a ship around. And now he's casting Control Water.
Listen. The basin was really, really big. It had a lot of water.
Look, she's
They
the
be hating on
Emily.
my
She
water
deserves
bending.
the highest treatment.
Yeah, of course.
They be hating on my water bending. They mad that I can just control water at will. I don't.
It's just funny. But I will say that you managed to drag the water away from her. Where do you put it?
Back in the bucket.
You put it back in the basin. All right.
Or if possible, I can just like can I like evaporate it? Just like mix it into the air or something,
I
you
mean,
know?
for the sake of this, I'm gonna say you can. I
Yeah,
mean,
sure,
you're
whatever.
Just using
Why not?
just a high level spell to just dry someone.
My God.
I'll say you can do that.
Anything for my friends, right?
Hell yeah. So, are you all going back to sleep?
I'm not. I want to step outside for a moment.
Very well. What do you want to do, Haj'Draal?
I want to go to a more isolated place within the place, the inn that we're staying at,
Alright.
if possible.
Very
Like
well.
a newsroom or a bathroom. I mean, a bathroom probably not, because people can go inside or something.
They can knock.
Or
while you-
I just outright I go outside and I find like a little place.
Very well.
And I will put my hands together in the form of a prayer, and I'll begin casting sending with my hands.
Mm-hmm.
This energy starts emanating from my hands. I spin it around in a like wave manner.
Very
And
well.
I'll try to send a message to my living brother.
All right. And what do you say?
And with this message, I'll say, "Brother, it's me." Oh no, the pressure starts. No, that's not coming. Brother, it's me.
It is me. It's 4.
Okay, it is me.
Oh my.
I want to know if everything is okay with you. Yeah, with you and mother.
Okay.
Stay safe.
Oh my god.
All
That's
right.
it.
You release the magic out into the air. There's a brief moment of pause while you wait for the answer. The streets are not quiet at night. You hear scuffling, you hear people moving, you hear screams coming out from inside other houses. And then your brother's voice. Ah. Everything's fine, Haj. We are staying safe. Mother's fine too. Are you all right? We haven't spoken in so long. What's wrong? That's what you hear. You can cast it again to answer that if you want.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
The man doesn't understand how magic works.
Hey, he knows I'm a man of God. He probably knows. He knows I'm up to my schemes. Okay. Haj'Draal will cast sending once again, in the same fashion as he did before, to reply to his brother and saying, "I just wanted to make sure. I trust you. Once again, stay safe."
All right, brother. And don't forget to get some sleep. It's been difficult over here. That's what he says.
With that, Haj heads back to his room
Very well.
and goes get some sleepies.
He casts a sending saying, okay.
Okay, period.
Okay, over.
Before going to sleep, I will try. Violet will check out the window to see if there's anything out of the ordinary or if there's someone watching us.
Roll a perception check.
But I have blind sight. No, no.
Are you only trying to see within like 10 feet of you? Is that
Just look at the floor.
Who's in this room is
Perception.
watching me.
7. I'm blind.
You don't see anyone, but there is something that does catch your eye. The moon is full. It's just a beautiful full moon with a hint of blue on it.
Oh,
And
no.
there's just this very distant howl that you hear doesn't catch anyone else's attention, but only of your attention now that you're looking out into the moon. And your first instinct is to look behind you. It's almost as if there's just this feeling of... It is only similar to what you used to feel inside the arena, when you were beaten down so badly, and you knew that someone was coming for you, someone was hunting you. But it could just be your paranoia. And that's what's in your mind. It's something that's worth dismissing, maybe.
I look at them. They're all in their beds, I guess. I just
I'll
look
say
at them.
Haj'Draal is like arriving at this point, I'll say.
Yeah, oh yeah, before I go to bed, I also want to put a level 5 spell slot on my Ard, thank you.
Alright, 5th level bumped into your Ard.
I just look at them and just appreciate the image of all of them just peacefully sleeping. And I'll just go to sleep.
And you notice there is one of them that doesn't sleep as peacefully as the others. And it's Emily. Alright,
Getting bullied today.
mark your long rest, my people.
I already did that.
I totally didn't do before.
Hey, if anything were to happen, I would just say take off half of your hit points and all of your spell slots, and we call it a day.
Oh no.
Exhaustion is all gone, right?
Exhaustion is all gone. As I said, this one would, your long rest would remove all of it. It's all gone. So remove your exhaustion points. Now, morning comes to you, Velox Mors. Your body's sore. You still feel tired, but it's just that, it's that little sense of you can still move and you can still do everything that you'd want to do. But it's just annoying. It's in the back of your head. The tip of your fingers, they're a little bit numb when you wake up. It almost feels like during your sleep, all of your blood rushed to the core of your body, and it's only now getting back to your extremities, to your legs. You wake up. What do you do?
Hello, guys.
Wow, that was an extremely accurate yawn, honey. How did you pull that off?
Master of role playing.
Oh yeah, I'm an actor.
By the time Velox Mors wake up, Haj'Draal was already by the window, just looking off.
Standing
up?
Let's just use this moment. Are you looking at anything in specific, or are you just?
No, I'm just
thinking?
just looking around.
Very well. To the
I'll go with
landscape
him
of Port
and ask-
Nemeli.
Are you okay?
Oh, good morning, Violet. Yes. Sometimes we just have to appreciate the beauty of life,
A little bit hard to do that, but trying.
We could not be. Shit, what's the word I'm looking for?
I do not know.
that was not on.
I am Violet, not a dictionary.
I have 10 intelligence.
Oh, I just remember. I'm so sorry to interrupt, but I can't forget this again. I thought of a name for you, Emily. An artist name. Extraordinarily.
No.
Okay.
Wait, D is the artist part.
Okay, I guess. But it was. I just thought
It's
of that.
good, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Please continue.
What the fuck? We could
Focus, Mancy.
we could not be awake this morning, especially with all these dreams we've been having, if we can even call it that. That is. So it's always good that we savor every moment, even if we're removing the water from our companion's hair.
I did not catch that.
It's the little things, Violet.
Sure. I am very hungry. And I'll just go.
As
Such a
Violet
beautiful relationship.
as Violet walks off, I just say, "Good talk."
And the rest of
Vesper
you?
watches her go and just like, that's just Violet. You
I'll
get
go
used to it,
eat.
I promise.
Well, shall we? And I start moving behind following Violet.
Suppose. Staying in bed all day will get us nowhere.
So, we're all eating?
I'll say, yeah, you guys can take breakfast. If you want to talk,
Okay.
discuss anything, go right ahead. If not, tell me what you want
Violet
to
will
do.
say, what do you guys think of going to a shop nearby?
It might be a good idea to resupply.
I agree.
Yeah, while I have like bread in my mouth, I just go.
Okay, Emily, good input. Do you guys know anything around the area?
I have several. What are we looking for?
Magic shop, armor shop, weapon shop, anything? We need to sell, we need to buy.
Well, Verlasco's scrolls and supplies. I know a place. I can take you there.
Scrolls and supplies.
So you've
Notice a
been
lot
much
of
around these parts.
magical. Arthur and I used to trade here a lot. Gramps would join us. The last time we stayed at this inn, he tried to hit on a tiefling lady who almost gave him a concussion.
And hold. In that moment, Ray, on the table next to you,
Ray?
yes,
Who's Ray?
Vesper sees both Arthur and G playing cards, both missing their eyes. And then you blink and they're gone.
She's like staring adamantly at that table, like not saying anything, just like unblinking, breathing a little harder.
Haj'Draal also starts looking, and what does he see?
Nothing.
Is everything okay, Vesper?
Yes, there are a lot of memories here.
Huh.
But whatever this thing is, it's corrupting them. And it's not right. She kind of rubs her face a little bit, shakes her head. Anyways.
Yo, happy memories.
Finger guns. Hey.
This is the new Violet catchphrase.
While I'm eating happy memories, I don't even look up happy memories.
Have you started seeing things again?
Just flashes. I guess it's similar to how Emily described it last night.
While I still have bread in my mouth, I jump to Vesper and I hug her.
Oh, I'll give her a hug. It's like, thank you, Emily. We'll get through this, I know.
I guess it's not gonna go away anytime soon, then.
Not
We
until
are really being plagued by something.
We'll set this right. We have to.
Yeah, I
I
don't
am-
want like other people to have this in their mind as well. So we have to kill it.
That was a pretty good impression of Violet.
Hello?
Oh, there we go.
Violet was speechless.
The Weaver took her voice momentarily.
I just said we're going to. I didn't say it. Okay, Violet will stand up and just look for
The shop.
the shop.
All right,
Yeah,
you
let's
guys are gonna leave.
Mhm.
Vesper
Yep.
can guide you. Before we do that, so let's do this with Haj'Draal number 1, Vesper number 2, Violet number 3, Emily number 4. That is number 3. Violet. Oh, actually, yeah, I need you to make a Wisdom saving throw with advantage for me, please, because you are an elf.
I am an elf. Wisdom saving. It's for 0. 7.
So, you all get out of the Hearty Harpy, and you walk a couple of streets. And suddenly, out of the corner of one of these streets, Violet, you see someone who you know is your friend. You see a man wearing these purple robes. He's a very young man with kind of like a brownish skin. He has this very terribly kept goatee and kind of like borderline handlebar mustache as well. It's kind of it looks like it got in the middle of both, and he just decided to keep it like that. And with very well combed hair, kind of like Gale in Baldur's Gate 3. And this man approaches you, and he goes, "Oh, my God, I have not seen you in so long. How good it is to see you, my friend."
Hello! Are you in
Oh.
the city?
It appears I am, and you are too. Isn't that incredible? Yes. Oh my God. You remember me, of course, Omar, right?
I do.
You're and you are my friend,
Me?
right? You are you.
You remember me?
I remember you. You are. Right?
I'm Violet.
Violet, I said it before you did. You're my friend. Oh, it is so good to see you. Hi, are these your friends too?
Yes. We are Velox Mors. We're here.
Oh, yes, Velox Mors. You look to be like a group of adventurers, right? Your friends, they all have like weapons and.
Yes.
Right.
This is Omar.
Hi, Velox Mors. I'm Omar. Who are? I need to know your names. Maybe it would be good to know your names, right?
Hi. Who are you?
I'm Omar.
I already forgot.
Omar Sekhet.
Who?
Omar Sekhet is my name.
How did you meet her?
Oh, I've met her a long time ago, right, my friend? We met a long time ago. It was not here, not in
I
the
don't
city.
even remember.
Yeah, it's
Oh, wow.
such a long time ago that I've
You're
met.
old. Then.
No, I'm pretty young. I would say I'm about your age. You look young too. I'm about your age. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Haj'Draal starts squinting at Violet.
Roll an Arcana check for me.
Arcana.
Arcana,
10.
you say.
Violet is not herself. And he goes, "So, Violet, I am very happy to be meeting you here, but you have come to me in a very important and very troubling time, and maybe I could use your help, and now that you're here, it would make me feel even happier if I could count on it. You know, the promises we've made and that you made, that you would help me, remember those, right?"
Yes, of course.
Yeah, so I think I need your help, and it's funny that you have a group of adventurers, because that's precisely what I think I might need for this. So it's my other friend, my best friend. He's missing, my best friend, and I was.
What's his name?
Oh, Sargon, and I was wondering if you could just help me find him. That's all that I really wanted.
Okay, and where was the last time you saw him?
Well, Sargon studied at the High Institute here, and the last time I saw him, he told me that he was going to Verlasco's scroll and supplies to find, to find supplies. It's where the students here go and buy magical items and wands and the scrolls and the books that they need and spell books and things. And he went there, and my friend was. He looked troubled. He was under a lot of pressure because of exams and tests and academic milestones that he was just short of reaching. And they
You were just going there.
right, but most students, most wizards here, they do feel that pressure, you know. But everything's been just worse here in the city, and I fear for him. I fear that something might have happened to him. And I would like...
We should help, right? Right? We should help him.
Yeah.
Should we?
Yeah.
Violet.
Huh?
Where exactly did you meet this gentleman?
I don't remember.
Huh.
But we are good friends, aren't we?
Yes, we are best of friends. I mean, can't you see how our relationship...
Yes.
Violet, could we step aside for a moment?
Of course.
Oh,
Okay,
would you
leave
mind me
her-
coming with you?
No,
my friend?
I'm sorry. I'm
Yes.
sorry, sir. You'll need to stay here. This is something I need to speak with Violet in private.
Haj'Draal just gets like in the middle of Violet and Vesper, and he starts like staring down this man.
Wait, I'll just go to the guy. I hug him and I say, I'm sorry. And I'll just go to Beth.
It's all right. It's
I gotta
sorry.
take her away.
Very well. We'll take that in a moment. Haj'Draal, are you trying to sort of intimidate the gentleman?
First I want to do a perception check on him to check what the fuck he's on about. Like he clearly doesn't know Violet. It seems.
Let's go for an insight check then.
Okay. Yeah, that. All right, 23.
The man clearly doesn't know Violet, but I think that you didn't require any checks to know that. But you also notice that he's very nervous. He is blinking compulsively. And he's been, while talking, like occasionally rubbing his hands and then holding on to a little pendant that he has, and he's just having all of these like kind of nervous gestures. But there's one thing that on a 23 insight, and also I would say Vesper would sense if it was, since she's more turned towards her wild side. You don't sense like danger from this man. You just sense like a very nervous presence, Haj'Draal.
Violet's just smiling and looking at him. I'm so happy he's here.
Dragging her out of sight of everybody.
All right.
Meanwhile, Haj'Draal will look at him dead in the eye, like in a not intimidating but a very like imposing stance, and he'll say, "Loosen up a little, friend. Tell me what's really going on."
I told you, it's my friend is missing, and I just really I want to find him, and I am so glad I saw Violet, because I remember that Violet, I remember Violet was good at finding people. I remember that. I remember that Violet was it Violet that, I think it was Violet that was good at finding people. Yes, I remember that.
Do I spot him lying?
Want to roll an insight check to see if you
Yes.
can detect a lie? Go ahead.
Because now he's trying. I mean, I know, like,
Yeah, this
Emily's
is
not
easy.
that.
Yeah, this is easy. This is easy.
10.
Oh, 10.
Yeah, on a 10, I mean, yeah. it looks like he's lying, at least to you.
Do you really know my friend?
Of course I do. I even said her name, right?
Did you?
I did. Right before she said it. I did. Right before she said it. I did.
I don't think so.
I think I did. Where is she?
Nuh-uh.
Violet!
I am here. I'm
No.
coming.
Tell me
Holding on to her.
about stuff about her life.
So things about Violet has a very troubling past.
That's everyone.
Violet is part of
She's not
everyone.
wrong.
So she's had
She
she has
is?
a, she's had a very troubling past. So Violet is an elf. She has pointy ears. Violet is pretty hot. Yeah, she was an old passion of mine. Maybe we should not discuss this. You know, I really don't wish to go into details of these things because it's old crush. I'm sure you understand. You've had yours, of course. You're beautiful yourself, and you're about my age, so I'm sure that you've met people that you were interested in, and then they kicked you back because they were too old. She is old, right? Yes, of course she's old. I know she's old because she's an elf, so she must be old. And you know, maybe we shouldn't. And she's not even here. I wouldn't want to be rude.
Mr. DM, what was his name? Omar what?
Omar Sekhet was what he said.
How do you fucking spell that? Sekhet.
It's like sick
Yeah,
head.
SEK het. With an E as well. Yeah.
Okay.
And when he
okay.
said his name, by the way, on both of your insight checks, it looked like his actual name.
Okay.
Like, he didn't appear to be hiding it.
Haj'Draal will put his arm like behind his shoulder like this, grabbing it. He'll say, "Mr. Saket, was it?
Yes.
If you're in need of such such preoccupying fuck, I'm not really good with words today, am I?
I move you away.
Wait.
And I-
Wait, let me
Alright,
say this
alright,
another
do.
way. I'm just like blanking out on words today. I don't know why. My mind is okay.
It's okay. Take your time.
Okay.
Take your
Okay,
time.
I'll say if you have such urgent manners such as this, you don't need to be enchanting strangers on the street for help. If you want to, we can try this again. You can tell us what exactly is going on, and maybe we can help you. We can start from scratch. We can build a good relationship and have some trust between us.
Emily, while he's saying this, are you doing anything?
Yeah.
What are you doing? So
I'll,
see if you
like-
can help him in any way, or if you want to help
Yeah.
Haj'Draal
I'll
here
like
in any way.
stand right next to him, looking very like suspicious, and like I want to grab him and shake the truth out of him.
All right. So Haj'Draal, roll a persuasion check for me with advantage, because Emily's there helping you.
Detective buddies. 19. Oh, thanks for the advantage, Emily.
Good
That was
call,
a
bad
2.
call.
Holy fuck.
Omar, you see him as he exhales, his whole body kind of just hunches a little bit, and he goes, "So, if I let go of the spell, how violent is your friend?"
Not much. She'll be fine. Yeah, we can hold her.
She's as violent as we can allow her to be, in a way. We'll make sure she won't hurt you. Depending, of course, on your intentions.
Okay. And you see him wave his hand, and as he does, Violet, you in the corner, you realize you were charmed just now as you feel the tug in your mind being removed. And you never met this guy in your life. You have no fucking idea who he is, and he just...
Vesper just sees my face going from this to...
You're back.
And while I scream, Who the fuck are you? I'll just scream it. I'll just run. I'm going to punch him in the face.
Okay.
I get behind this man and Violet. I'll try to do like that thing, that like little brother thing, where like holding his head so he doesn't.
I'm just watching. I'm just
trying to grab
watching.
Violet and pull her
Alright,
back.
so for the purposes of not having us roll a bunch of dice to see what happens here, I'm just gonna say that Violet starts running. Vesper manages to grab her just in time as Haj'Draal steps in front, and I'm gonna say Haj'Draal takes a little punch to the face for instead of the guy. You take a non-damaging punch to the face as you kind of block for the
One
guy.
damage.
And he goes, I'm so sorry, please, don't hurt me.
I've never met you before. What the fuck are you?
I told you the truth. I'm Omar Saket. I'm just looking for help. My friend is gone. The city is insane. I just need help finding him. It's just that's all.
City is insane.
Yes, have you not seen it? People screaming at night. People hitting their heads against walls. The clerics are taking people away into the temple. They are curing them. Then they come back and they are weird. That happened to my friend Sargon. He was just stressed and then he was taken. Then he came back, and when he did, he was saying that he had to live life to its fullest extent. Which I guess is a good advice that he got in there, but he had never let go his family's death, and I am afraid that he went after that. I'm afraid that he's gone and gotten himself into things he won't be able to get out of, and I am not that great of a wizard. I couldn't even attend the High Institute here. It's for conjuration magic. I'm terrible at it. I'm only really good at enchantment. That's why I charmed your friend so easily. I'm so sorry about that.
Fuck you.
Why not just ask for help?
Because nobody has been helping me here.
Maybe because you're enchanting people.
I didn't. This is a last resort. You were the only people that looked even remotely capable. The guards, they will not help. They have their hands full.
Omar,
yes.
it's okay. It's okay. We understand. In a city full of insane people, there's not really many people you can trust. And
Right.
we've been feeling this presence as well. I think we know what you're talking about.
I have no. I don't know what's going on. I don't feel the same way. I feel fine. But
You said clerics abducting people to a temple?
Not abducting, no. The people are going there either willingly or their families are submitting them there because people are just they can't take it anymore, and maybe the high priestess there, she could help them, and she has been helping them, but my friend is gone. I don't know what to do.
This temple. What temple are you talking about?
It's a temple to the All-Mother. It's the Zenith Bloom, and he points kind of right up to... Let me just pinpoint the exact location of it, so that I'm not lying to you.
While everyone is having this conversation, I just whisper to Vesper, as much as I enjoy being held by you, you can let me go.
Forward Riz. No sugar coating.
The temple would be pointing kind of more towards the center of the city, a little bit to the north, to the northwest of this, no, northeast of the city.
And this high priestess you talked about, do you know anything about her?
I have never been to that temple in my whole life, and I have no intention of going. I just he came back, he was strange, he disappeared. I'm just looking for him, and I was looking for people to help me look for him, because nobody here can do anything. Not even the students. They are all worried about exams. They are all worried about other important things, and they have been going mad with that and mad with everything else. And it's just, I just want to find my friend. That's it.
So
Yes.
people are being taken by clerics willingly.
Yes. Well, some of them not quite willingly. There have been people that have been leaving because their families have told the clerics they need help. They've been having strange nightmares. It's There have been people setting fire to their own homes.
These clerics, do they have red and gold?
Yes, they are
Common.
of the All-Mother, yes.
It's the same cleric that we saw yesterday.
Are there other people missing that you are aware of?
Oh, no, really, they all just come back and continue to live their lives, even though maybe a little bit crazier. Better, if you ask me. They seem to stopped worrying about everything, but my friend, he just maybe decided that... I'm really scared if he went after his family's murderers, because nobody ever found out who they were, and if someone could disappear like that, maybe they could make him disappear like that, if you understand my meaning.
I do. Can you tell us about your friend? What does he look like? What is his family?
Well, so he is from the Virkes family. It's a noble family here in the south of the city, or excuse me, the empire. And well, I obviously never met them. They were killed. I think when he was young. He never really talked too much about it, but maybe when he was very young, and he was just studying here. He had incredible talent for conjuration, and I met him here on the streets when I couldn't make it into the institute. And we've been friends for at least 4 or 5 years or so, and he has never done something like this. I used to go to his room in the institute. We used to hang out there and read, and then we used to even do magic shows. I used to enchant items for him as well, and to help him stay protected. But it's just it feels odd, you know. It feels odd. He would never just disappear without telling me what happened.
What was his first name again? Sargon?
Sargon. Yeah.
He's gone.
It's funny because he's gone.
Do you feel afraid of these clerics?
No, not at
Somehow.
all. No. You
Well-
notice something, Haj'Draal, actually, which I think is one of the highest passive perceptions here. You notice this man does not have any eye bags or dark rings under his eyes, much unlike you guys right now, and much unlike the people that you've been seeing walking by in the streets.
So these nightmares that people have been having, you didn't have any?
I've never had any, no, but I attribute that there's something magically... I'm not, again, very good at other types of magic, but enchantment I understand, and I think there might be something going on with people's minds, and I wear this, and he lifts up a small pendant that he has. This protects my mind. I've been
Did you
wearing it
make
since
that?
I was a child. Yes, I make it. I made it a long time ago. I've worn it since a child because of when I was being taught magic. I was taught enchantment, and there were people pushing themselves into my mind as well. And I learned to make this so that I would be protected from them.
Can
So
you
you-
can you do another one?
I could probably, yes.
How many more?
Well, it depends on the materials, but why?
Because I look to the other Velox Mors. I think we know this problem that you're talking about, and I look back at him because we have been experiencing it ever since we stepped foot in this city. Our minds have been plagued by this strange presence, and I think we are aware of the greater scheme of this. It's odd. It has the power to take over and twist people's minds, and it seems your magic, as as much as you like to talk down on yourself, your magic, it seems to be very efficient at fighting off this strange entity.
Oh, then maybe that's why I've just been looking at everybody going insane, and I feel still like myself, but yes, and I remember that Sargon, last time I saw him, he wasn't wearing the one that I gave him.
Huh.
Can I touch the pendant? I am not going to do anything.
Of course. Please, I could even... And he takes it off and gives it to you. After all, I did charm you without your consent.
I put it on, just
Yeah.
to see. Do I feel like I've I've lived with Ketri for a while, and she did any kind of magic. I'm not really a magic person, but can I feel anything that Ketri did, or do I feel any? What kind of enchantment is it?
I'm gonna say roll an Arcana check for me, so just to determine the precision of the information here.
Oh fuck, 11.
So as soon as you put it on, you guys notice something. Violet's shoulders suddenly become straighter as she puts it on. You feel that presence that you've been feeling, that sense of fear, of memories, of visions. They did not leave. Because they come from you. They don't come from outside, but the outside part is what's pulling them out. But now, that pull, that something dragging all of the terrible things that you've seen out of that box where you put them in, it's not there. You are protected from something invading and piercing your mind, but you're still not protected from yourself.
Anything different, Violet? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Haj'Draal, you notice, since you were the one kind of paying more attention to him, you notice that as soon as he lets go of that, his eyes start kind of like moving everywhere, and he just looks a little bit more nervous than he was before.
Can I tell, like, can I tell, I mean, I can probably assume that it's from an outside presence, but can I make sure that it's from an outside presence?
From your 23 insight, it probably is a mix between outside presence and also he's lost the one thing that he's been having since a kid, because he might be paranoid about getting into his mind. And sure enough, he goes, could I have it back if you don't mind?
Yes, sure. I remove it and I give
he
him.
puts it back and he begins fiddling with it again. Look, maybe if you could help me, maybe I could make these for you.
It would be a good deal, I believe. We will, looking at Violet, we will help you in exchange for.
Thank you so much. Yes, I'll make 4 of them for you. Of course. Thank you so much.
Do you need any materials for that? Do you have them?
I assume I can buy what I need. I have learned I have mastered this type of magic. I can probably make the enchantment just by having a pendant and putting it on there, but it might take a while for the enchantment to catch on. Maybe if I have better materials, perhaps a gold or even a platinum pendant, it will grab the magic easier. But other than that, I can take it. I can make it. It will just need a little bit more time.
Well, we were just going shopping. Maybe.
Sorry.
No. Yeah, say it.
He said if he had like platinum, normal platinum.
Yeah, a platinum pendant or a gold pendant. Yeah.
Oh, pendant.
No, it could be like a piece of platinum, like with a string attached to
okay,
it,
okay.
or something like that.
Does his have platinum?
It's a very simple golden pendant. You see, but instead of just the coin, the gold coin, it actually has some carvings of what seems to be a helmet. It has like the carving of a ship of a helmet on it.
I will give him 5 platinum coins.
Wait, Onion. My pendant is my pendant that I use as a
Yeah,
symbolism for Dalgar.
it's probably
Yeah,
I would
we
say
never
silver.
really
I would say silver
Yeah.
probably.
Silver. Okay.
From the color, yeah, I would say it's probably made of silver.
Okay. I'll ask him. I show him my pendant and I say, "This is the proof of the faith to my god. Do you think this pendant would be strong enough to wield your magic?"
Yes, of course, it would accept it even more easily. After all, it has spent so much time with you, and if it has a symbolism to you, it might accept it with more ease. Of course.
All right, but with one condition, I would have to accompany you as you do it.
Please, I understand that my means were not the most honest, but I really do not wish any harm, nor am I evil in any way. I really just want you to, or need you to help me.
I know, friend. I trust you. I don't want to part ways with this pendant, even if just for a little bit. I need to stay close to it as much as possible.
Of course.
So if I could
understand.
accompany you in this routine of yours, I would be most grateful.
I understand. You all can. You all can be present while I make them. It will take us with the platinum. Maybe it will take me, I would say, a day to make all of them.
I'll give him the platinum and say we need all the help we can get.
I'll turn to Velox Mors and I'll say, if you have anything urgent to do, I can just go alone with him. Don't need to worry about me. Don't let me drag you into this if you have other better things to do.
But please, if we could begin the search for my friend right now, he could be moments away from death.
Of course.
Or at least as soon as you can.
You said the last place he went was Velasco's.
I think so, yes. I don't know if after he went there, if he went back to his room, but I remember him telling me he was going there to buy something, and then I went home and I never saw him again.
What is this Velasco's place?
This is a shop, a magic shop in the area.
That's where we were headed, right?
Could you give us a vague description of what he looks like?
So my friend, he has very long brown hair. He is of brownish skin as well, and he has these strange tattoos around his eyes and cheeks. These were of his family, since his family was nobility. Some of the nobility is marked by these tattoos, and the tattoos were of sort of golden color. And I guess that's the best descriptor that I can give you is the tattoos. You won't
Were
see many
all the
people
people
with them.
nobles who were taken, or not?
No, the people that are put into or submitted to the Zenith Bloom, they are of all walks of life. They accept anyone to help anyone. They have been the busiest that they have ever been.
So you don't find any common thing between the ones who were taken?
Aside from them all screaming at night, no. And even then, these are only the ones that I have seen being taken. There might be other cases. I'm only but one person in this very large city.
Okay.
Omar,
Yes,
as we go to this shop, would you care to accompany us?
of course. I anything to help my friend.
All right, then let us go as soon as possible.
All right.
Do we
So-
go? Guys, do we go?
Yeah, yes.
Oh, okay.
I was waiting.
All right. So, You guys move out into the city. And as you cross the streets, he's kind of keeping pace with you and looking at every street. And as you kind of look with him, you see the people dragging themselves along the day. Clearly sleep deprived, tired. The guards, however, they're helping them. They seem spry, they seem fine, and they're helping them through, being kind to them, which is quite, a different relationship from things that you've seen in Ipsa, where, and especially in Vulcan, where people are extra violent. But here they're helping and they're maintaining order and doing their best, and they don't seem to be affected or as affected by this as everyone else. You move kind of towards the center portion of the city, and
Do we know
yeah.
if the government or the people that rule the city is faith? Are they driven by faith?
Vesper would know. No, there's a governor in Port Nemeli, but they are not in any means kind of associated with the Zenith Bloom. Across the Empire, there is no faith that prevails over the others. They allow for every faith to be practiced. However, there is one that tends to have kind of more followers due to the nature of the Empire itself. The Empress being a follower of the All-Mother of Elef, the goddess of life. So that tends to be kind of the biggest one, but there's no kind of prejudice against people that practice other religions at all in the Empire. In fact, that's the point of the Empire. That's what it was built upon. Okay. But as I was saying, kind of as you move through the streets and Vesper guides you, you see at a distance this giant tower, a pearlescent tower that is quite close to where you guys are headed. You see, it's kind of like a tall white pearlescent tower enveloped by a golden spiral, and it shimmers with this strange glow that kind of slowly curls up, like these ever-changing scales that just kind of change and drag along the height of the tower. And orbiting around this tower, you see kind of like these 4 large discs, 2 on top and moving clockwise, and the other 2 in the bottom moving counterclockwise. The 2 bottom discs hold like these lavish gardens that kind of bleed down from the discs, and you see like plants dropping from these giant things, and they are covered by a glistening geometrical dome, like the top half of an 80-faced geometrical shape, which would be a pentachus icos dodecahedron. And the top 2 discs hold these kind of large watery spheres that cascade on top of the garden discs, and they create these kind of like waterfalls that drop onto these other discs. And once that happens, you see, as the water hits the glistening dome, it just turns into this slow mist that spreads down into the garden discs. The windows around that giant building, they kind of like have a pattern, and you can't just not look at this thing, because it's really truly something that you've never seen before, aside from Vesper, who's that this is just pretty much a normal sight. But the windows have they have a strange pattern, kind of alternating between arched windows, and then others are kind of more squared in this like mathematical sequence that is symmetrical across the building structure. But you turn away from it and you continue moving towards Verlasco's, and you hit it. You find it. This beautiful building made of beautiful oak wood, with these kind of giant windows made with purpose of exposing, whatever is inside to those wandering out, and they do a very good job of it. It's very in your face. Here are a bunch of magical products. You see wands, you see scrolls, you see spell books, you see dress, kind of robes, You see brooms, all kinds of things. And the wooden sign above is shaped like a shooting star, and kind of the font increases in size from left to right with the golden letters of Verlasco's Scrolls and Supplies. There are quite a few young student types kind of gathering around the shop, and there's a pretty nice flow of people getting in and out. Did you guys walk inside? You walk inside, and there are just kind of crooked bookcases, shelves, glass cases, all spread around the place and littered with boxes and vials and small chests and leather scroll cases and so on and so forth. It's just a smattering of magical things. Some of these cases that you see, they kind of suddenly blip out of existence, and you notice them appear in the hand of one of the shopkeeps as they show them to a student there ordering them. And this is quite kind of a spacious shop, maybe even more spacious than the building outside would suggest. At the counter, talking to some customers, you see this half-elven man with a thin handlebar, a black mustache, which looks oddly similar to what Omar has, except a better version of it. And the slick back, short black hair. His skin is kind of very tan and quite well preserved, although you see kind of a few wrinkles on his forehead that kind of do reveal aging. You know, it's kind of the dead giveaway of his human ancestry as well. And you recognize that, Vesper, to be Verlasco, and he's talking to some customers, eye bags under his eyes. Not the spry fellow that you remember, kind of this very pompous individual. And just talking to customers.
Vesper kind of tenses up a little bit. Just kind of like, just like, okay, we're here. Let's go. And walks up to the counter to wait in line for the...
All right.
Are you okay?
It's fine. It's fine, Violet, I promise.
Do you want me to beat the shit out of him?
We don't want to get arrested.
I would.
I appreciate that.
What's the issue?
It's bad blood, we'll say.
Do I notice that who Vesper was tensing up about?
How obvious do you make it, Vesper?
She's not overly obvious, but Haj'Draal's probably close enough to her that he could have seen it.
Yeah, it's the guy behind the counter.
All right. Right.
You just give me the sign. And I'll go.
Me too.
I didn't know I had acquired attack dogs.
Hey, let's keep our calm. We just arrived. We don't want to get kicked out immediately.
You're correct, Haj'Draal. But perhaps it may be better if one of you does the talking.
Does he know you?
He does.
And is it okay to bargain with him and talk to him with you here?
I will be fine. I promise.
Okay.
So,
And Vesper just kind of crosses her arms and kind of stands up really tall.
the customers leave, and you see these two students, a young girl, probably younger than Emily, and a young man, just hunched and grabbing these books that they just bought and just tired. They look like people attending college and during exam time. This is what they look like. But a lot, yeah,
days.
but a lot worse than that. There's when they pass by you, that there's that flinching of always being aware that of something in their surroundings that might, it's some kind of like a survival thing of a cornered animal. But you walk in, and as you do, the man in the counter goes, "Welcome to Velasco's Skull." Vesper.
Hello.
And you've brought friends.
I have, but we are here solely on business.
Please tell me, how does old Arthur fare? How is Arthur and G, of course? How are they? I haven't seen them in quite some time.
Gramps is fine, and I think you already know about Arthur.
No, I most certainly do not. What happened to the old man? I heard you left town, of course, but I've not heard much more after that.
Can I insight check him, see if he can tell if he's lying about that?
All right, go ahead and roll an insight check.
21.
21. I'll say it's not quite. Give me a moment.
Okay.
It's not quite that he's lying. It's more that he really does seem genuinely interested in knowing what happened to Arthur. But you sense that there's something more there. You don't know, the tone of his voice, the kind of keen interest, the chasing after that interest once you kind of shove them away from it. There's something else there. There's something more, but you can't quite tell the nature of what more that is, of what it really is.
Vesper will kind of flare her little nostrils a little bit and just be like, there is a reason you haven't seen him. And she won't say anything else.
Oh, did old Arthur, did he pass away?
Just like narrows her eyes at him.
Maybe we should get to business.
In that moment when Violet's voice kind of breaks that and you narrow your eyes looking at him, you see behind him Arthur staring, eyeless, just black voids dripping with this thick black ooze. And then you blink and he's no longer there.
She's like got her arms like this. She just kind of digs her claws into her own arms and just kind of grits her teeth.
Of course, business. But I do want to express my deepest condolences, Vesper, if that is the case. Very well. In what may I assist you?
Let's get to important stuff. First, maybe. Huh? Wait. What did I say? I have
Perhaps
no
we should
idea what
choose
I
a different person to handle the business.
No, this was easy.
Yeah, I know.
Alright, let's try.
Wizzy was buffering. It's okay.
All right, do it again.
Take 2. Let's go.
Maybe we should go to the more important business first. Have you seen...
Hi, Bear Tippers.
Sargon.
I'm sorry.
Maybe he doesn't know the name Sargon. He doesn't know the name of his clients. Maybe, I don't know.
Sir, do you know Sargon? Sargon? Sargon is dick!
And then Haj'Draal dabs and walks out of the store.
Walks out of the campaign.
Critical hit.
It was like, that was it.
The Weaver is suddenly gone.
A few days ago, maybe yesterday, I don't know. When was it? I don't remember.
It was 2 days ago. Yes.
2 days ago, there was a long brown hair guy, brownish skin and tattoos on his face, shopping here. Do you remember?
I do remember young Sargon. Yes.
Did he leave normally?
Well, he seemed quite excited after he came here. He bought an advanced spell book in evocation. As
what?
well, evocation magic. Magic that, well, it has very destructive potential. I'm afraid perhaps you are familiar with a spell called Fireball. That is an evocation. It seems that everyone knows what a fireball is. It's quite self-explanatory, so I used it as an example.
And did he at first seemed like nervous, tired.
Well, yes, but so does everyone these days.
True. Didn't you say he was studying abjuration? I asked the other one.
Conjuration is what we was studying.
Oh.
Conjuration.
Right, conjuration. That's different from evocation, right?
It is indeed quite different, yes.
I see. Okay, do you guys want to ask something?
Did he say anything about where he was going after he left here?
Right, he did not, but then again, young Sargon was never... He was quite a private person. I always saw him along with his friend, who apparently has come with you. But he's always been a very private person. He did seem to be quite in a rush, but with the amount of books that he carried, I would assume he went back home to study. I don't quite understand why he would need those evocation books, but the man had the money, and I had what he was looking for, so I gave it to him. Or sold it.
Okay. So, anything else?
I'm talking to the DM. I'm looking for diamond dust. This wouldn't be the indicated place for it, right?
It would be.
It would be. Okay. Okay, then I'll say, yeah. I would like to purchase some diamond dust if you have it on stock.
Of course. How much exactly?
As much as 200 gold can buy.
Very well. And he kind of swirls his finger up in the air, and then he swirls it twice, and poof, a box drops in front of the counter, and it opens kind of on its own as he waves his hand, and you see diamond dust on that box. This would be 200 gold's worth of diamond dust.
And 200 gold dust will it be?
I repeat the gesture.
He looks at you, like narrowing his eyes. I'm afraid that it's not just a gesture. I'm afraid that you must imply some sort of mental capacity onto the spell, which by your look, you seem quite plain and lacking of it.
I squint really hard.
Yes, that will surely make it better.
She is learning.
I continue.
Oh, Omar goes, I can teach you some of that stuff if you want later.
Okay. I will ask.
I would be careful, sir. I would not make fun of the Emily, as you might regret it later down the line when she becomes the famous actress she's not actress, the famous singer she's destined to be.
Well, I'm also an actress, so okay.
All right, I will make sure to be looking for the Emily in the future.
No, well, you're looking. I'm here.
Moving on.
Are you interested in any kind of materials for potions?
Of course. Are you looking to sell?
Yes, and buy as well.
Very well.
I have whale brain.
Hey, brain whale.
Brain whale.
It's a new.
Sorry, I wrote
a new
brain whale.
subspecies.
It's just a brain with like a giant fin.
And it's like huge.
It's a huge fucking brain.
I wrote brain whale instead of whale brain.
That's actually a new enemy from the Weaver. If the Weaver ever comes out, it's a portal with a giant brain just swimming across the sky.
Just as Mizzy sounds just like, oh.
Just like flopping along the ground. Just like making that like
Shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck
Shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up.
My worst
So
nightmare.
real.
It's its legendary action is shut the fuck up. All right. He says, right, and what kind of whale brain would this be?
Scale brain. I fucking love scale brain.
Scale whale. Yeah.
Brain gone.
I can't.
Everything is brain.
It's so funny that her brain is not helping her talk about brain.
Brain.
It's helping her too much. It's like
Yeah.
brain.
The brain
I
is
also
being
have
too.
throat brain.
So scale whale brain is what you're trying to say.
Yes.
Yes, I'm quite interested in it. How much would you have to offer?
I have 100 plat worth.
Would you mind if I took a look at it?
Oh yes, of course.
It was inside like vials and
Oh, okay.
flasks. But I mean, let's just go with that. That's funnier. You
I'm
just
violent.
you just plop down a piece of
Chunk
brain.
of brain.
I moved the box of dust out of the way so she wouldn't.
Yeah, so we do not want to taint your spell components. He pulls out of his ass, I don't know, from behind him. This it's kind of one of those. It looks almost kind of like those, you know, video game things where you just pull things out of your back.
Yes.
And he pulls out what seems to be a little fucking like, what's the name
Magnifying
of it?
glass.
Yes, that, a magnifying glass. I could only think about looking glass, but it's a magnifying glass, and he looks at it, and it flashes in this kind of like in this beautiful lattice of purples and blues, and he goes, "All right, that is 100 platinums worth. I will take it."
Cool. And do you want perchance some scales as well? No, skin
Skin, I don't have.
on
quite
top
as-
of the brain.
I will say I don't have quite that much use for skin, but perhaps if you had the scales of this scale whale.
No, I sold them. Oh, I gave them away. So.
You have the ink from the eyes. that
Oh,
you
I
took.
do have this kind of ink that she was crying. Do you want to take a look? I don't know what this is.
He grabs it.
Mhm.
He places the magnifying glass on it, and it flashes again in the same color, and then it shatters and breaks. And he places the vial down.
Well, that's useless now.
I'm afraid I'm not taking that, and that you
Sure.
perhaps owe me a little bit of money.
Maybe. I am so sorry. Well, maybe the brain, the
Whale?
whale, the whale brain. I'll make it for 70 platinum.
All right, I'll take it for that.
Cool. So I still have some other stuff. I have some chalices. 250 gold worth.
Chalices. He takes a look at some of them. I will take the 200 golds worth of them.
Okay. I'll grab 50 gold and
Yeah.
put it back. And some ruby sapphires.
I
Sapphires?
could use
Sapphires?
those, yes.
Okay. 400 gold.
All right, I will take it. He will take the 400 golds worth of that.
Wait, so it's 400 gold. It was 70 plat from the brain,
Yes.
and now it was
200
from the
gold.
challenges.
200 from chalices. Okay.
I am not writing any of this shit.
I'm ready
down.
because Muzi is like role playing right now, so
Yeah.
continue role playing and I'll tell you the amounts later.
Yeah.
And 400.
Anything
Okay.
else?
And do you want to sell the throats? I say to Vesper.
Mine?
I had.
No.
Yours is
Ah.
invaluable, Emily.
Ah,
Wow.
Do we have any other use for them?
I don't think so.
Throw them on the table.
Okay, 300 gold worth of throats.
Siren
siren.
throats.
Siren.
Just-
chopping down
Yeah, 300
people's throats.
300 golds worth of regular throats would be an immense amount of throats.
I'll be like, where did you get all these?
I just grabbed them. Sorry. And scales. Their skills. 175. Cool.
These are siren throats and
Yes.
scales. They
We
have
killed them.
quite interesting magical properties for facilitating the enchantment of sound onto objects, as well as creating voice enhancements. One could sing better if they altered this. Would this not interest your friend?
Emily?
Sing
don't thi-
better? I already sing well.
I see that I have offended you. I am so sorry. I really did not intend to do that. I will take them all, yes.
Cool. So 300.
Perhaps it would be wise of me to ask, are you spending money in my shop?
Yes.
Or are you just running me out of my money? Okay, very well.
I intend to buy some supplies. And maybe I'm trying to look eloquent.
Yeah, you just I'm speaking to you in a British accent, and so you're mimicking it.
To mimic it.
Yeah.
I have 10 intelligence, so
Yeah.
I would like to buy some supplies.
Troy.
If you have some magical product.
Yes, of course. It is a magic shop after all. Next
Haha.
to a magic university. All right. So, for the purpose of this, I can tell you guys what he has so that we don't...
Yes.
All right. So, first of all, let's go with wands. We have...
Do we need wands?
We have a few. Maybe you want to hear what the ones have before you
Okay.
before you just fucking tell me that you don't need wands.
We don't have no wizards.
Hey, just let me. I spent some time doing this. Just let me. let me tell you what you got. So we have the wand of the novice conjurer. So this wand of the novice conjurer, he shows you. It's just like a wooden wand. He has multiple. Models of it, which you can choose like kind of the way it looks, I'd say. It is a wand with charges, and it allows you to cast Acid Splash, consuming no charges. It lets you cast Entangle, Grease, and Misty Step.
Ooh.
All conjuration
Step.
spells.
We like
Step.
Misty Step. Step.
Then he will show you the wand of the Adept Conjurer. Wand of the Adept Conjurer allows you to cast something a little bit, some more powerful conjuration spells. Also has charges. You can use them to cast Dimension Door, Call Lightning, and Sleet Storm.
So fun.
Then he also sells, by the way, I should have said this at the beginning, I'm so sorry. He sells Potions of Healing, Superior.
Ooh.
Potions of Healing, yeah. All right.
How
then,
much for a potion of
Healing Superior? 250 gold would be
all
it.
of this?
They are superior.
Yeah, they're superior.
All of this.
But we have more wands, my friends. We have the Wand of Heavy Repairing. So this wand, I'm just gonna tell you kind of the description because he's explaining the products to you. The wielder of this item can use their action to speak the command word. You guys can choose the command word. And point the wand at a broken object or structure, immediately repairing it to its original state. The object or structure must have been crafted or built and can't be a natural structure like a cavern, a broken boulder, etc. Depending on the size of the target of the wand, you may need to make an ability check using your spellcasting ability. The DC must be established by the DM, me, depending on the size and complexity of the target. In order for this item to be used, the wielder must have spell slots of any level available, but they are not spent on the usage of the item. Alright, so that's Wand of Heavy Repairing, and there's another one. There's two more, actually. The Wand of Dispelling is one of them. It has 7 charges, and you can use an action to expend 1 and cast a spell magic. You can then also cast higher versions of the spell magic if you spend more charges. And you have the Wand of Convenience. It's a smaller wand, whilst the other ones kind of are a little bit more intricate, especially the heavy repairing wand seems to be made of this like old kind of petrified wood of sorts. That kind of twists very beautifully. This one, the Wand of Convenience, is kind of a smaller, shorter one, very simple make. It lets you cast just a bunch of cantrips. It can only be used by a spellcaster, the wands, by the way. Except for the Wand of Heavy Repairing requires you to have spell slots, but you don't have to be a spellcaster. But the Wand of Convenience lets you cast Prestidigitation, Mending, Light, Mage Hand, and Produce Flame. Just a bunch of useful cantrips. Alright. Moving on. We have the Slide and Glide. So, whoops. Okay. Slide and Glide are boots. They're boots. With this, the wearer of this item can hover 2 inches above any surface while moving. Their walking speed is not changed. If they try to climb vertical surfaces, the wearer of this item's speed will be reduced to 10 feet, but you can climb them with no checks. So it just allows you to float.
Hover.
Yeah, to hover, pretty much. That's it, exactly. Now, next item. I know these are a lot of items, so...
Oh, it's fine. Bring them.
So there's the Conjurer's Quickness, which is a brooch. Little platinum brooch that he shows you that has kind of a swirl pattern engraved in its core. Wearer of this item can move an additional 10 feet without causing opportunity attacks after casting a conjuration spell that causes them to teleport. So Misty Step, Far Step, Dimension Door, etc. While you cast these spells, you can move 10 feet without causing attacks of opportunity. Or after. Next up, we've got the Cloak of Crowd Avoidance. The Cloak of Crowd Avoidance is kind of a short white cloak with golden trim and embroidered conjuration runes, which he explains to you. He also, while selling the item to you, says, this is the perfect match for an anti-social wizard. And he moves on to say, to activate the runes, the wearer of this item must use an action to speak the command word. Once they're active, they will teleport to an empty space within 30 feet if there are 3 or more creatures within 5 feet of them. And this effect lasts for 1 minute. So for clarification, you activate the effect, and while you're in combat, or not even in combat, just social gatherings, if there are 3 people next to you, you can immediately teleport elsewhere.
Can I have one of those in real life?
And to recharge the cloak, you need to push a 3rd level conjuration spell into it. Alright, there's more. No, there isn't actually. This is the last one.
Oh.
I wonder if Sargon has this cloak or not.
Okay. Do you have any kind of armor? Enchanted armor? Or is it not the place?
That would not be the place.
Okay. Okay.
Perhaps if you were looking for that, I would say the Prancing Blade is more of the place to look for it. But trust me, his magic is finicky and not quite as useful and beautiful as the one practiced here. So I assure you that the items here will be much to your satisfaction, and recommend spending your hard-earned money here instead.
Can I check if the finicky part is lying just to sell his stuff?
Roll an insight check.
14.
Mm-hmm.
It's lying.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I will ignore what he said. And Emily, Haj'Draal, do you guys have eyes on any wand?
Not particularly. My trident is a good a friend as always.
They are so cool.
Well,
Magic
Violet.
users.
Well, Violet, it's always a good time to start becoming a wizard then.
Would I be able to use like the novice conjurer or adept conjurer without being? I mean, I
Well,
don't
you're-
have spell slots, but I can conjure magic.
I would
Kind of.
allow you to. You're a half caster with being a paladin, so I would say you could use one. Yeah.
Yeah, because you don't
Emily?
have a weapon, do you? Like you do only use your fists.
Emily was.
I have
Fish wanted to say
mine.
something.
It's fine. You can continue. I'll ask later.
Also, I
I
have my gloves.
Braid.
I have my gloves. They well, but
Are they're not considered weapons, right? They're just gloves.
I don't know, DM.
What does your stat sheet say? Like, do you have
they are
anything
not.
equipped?
The bracers technically are not weapons. No.
Yeah, it's an armed strike.
Yeah,
She
then
uses
all the
unarmed
better.
strikes.
Okay.
I was gonna ask, how much is the wand of convenience?
The wand of convenience is 100 gold.
100 gold. I would buy it, just to like,
Sold.
since I can't like change my spells. To have
Alright.
at least more cantrips is cool. Just to like at least do
Very
some
well.
funny stuff.
100.
Tricks.
You can mark off 100 gold and take a wand of convenience.
Does our bank mark 100 gold or do I?
It's your 100 gold, so
You've been keeping all the money.
I
Okay,
don't
okay.
care.
It's fine. No, it's fine. It's fine. I have
you
it. I
guys
have
have
it.
money too, right?
Yeah. I'm just joking.
You can also don't forget you have 250 or excuse me, you have potions of healing superior to 150 gold each if you need potions.
Oh yeah. I'll have to think about it.
I'll take another potion of superior healing.
All right. Very well. 250
I'm
gold. Mark
broke.
it off. He got the 200 gold diamond dust and he broke now.
I'm broke. I can't even afford a potion.
How much is the wand of adept conjurer
1,400 gold.
and the novice one?
400 gold.
They're both so cool. I want both. I
Steal
mean,
them.
Mindy wants both.
Yeah, just like holding everything and just like it's mine.
Sleight of hand. We can cast darkness and you go behind. Like Baldur's Gate.
You could always come
Suspicious.
here at night and steal.
Caralho, mas é com medo.
I
Why are they
will-
agreed no crime?
I will buy a potion of healing superior to Haj'Draal,
All right,
Hey,
250
nice,
gold.
thanks.
Mark it for yourself, Haj'Draal. Put it in your inventory.
and I will throw it to see if he catches.
I'm gonna say just because of that, Haj'Draal fucking triple backflips in the air and catches it.
Dang. He's so athletic.
I'll also buy one, by the way.
All right, you can mark off the gold and take the potion.
Just because it might be very, very useful, I will. They're both so useful. Mm. I will buy both.
You're gonna have both wands.
I can't. I can't.
I can't.
Control
shouldn't.
yourself.
I shouldn't.
Do you want to know the prices on the other items?
Not really.
Jesus.
The
I
no
mean-
was like the no was so audible in that silence.
The conjurer's quickness doesn't feel right for me to buy because I can't do conjuring spell. If Emily would want it, it would be good for her.
What? Which?
Or Haj'Draal. The conjurer's quickness.
The cloak that teleports you, or is that the?
Yeah, that's the cloak. That's the no. Excuse me.
No.
That's the
No,
the
it's
brooch.
move additional 10 feet after conjuring
Oh.
a spell of conjure.
The conjuration spell. The
The-
cast conjuration spell. Which would
That
synergize.
teleports you, right?
Yeah, which would synergize with one of the wands because both the wands have teleportation spells.
Exactly. But it's right after. But you can't do both at the same time. You can't use the wand at the same same action.
That activates. The brooch activates automatically when you do that.
That is so cool.
How much is it?
The brooch is 475 gold.
I'll buy it for you
Thank
if you really, really, really want it.
you.
All right, Conjurer's Quickness, you can add it. It's on D&D Beyond.
Okay, and if it's only the caster that has to cast for the brooch to activate.
Yes.
Okay. And okay, then I will buy the Wand of Adept Conjurer for Emily.
All right. 1,400 gold.
Because the fucking dimension door is very useful.
Wait, the wand of conjurer? Okay.
Yeah.
Adept
So,
Conjurer.
Adept.
Adept, yeah.
And I will buy the novice one for me. Which
Alright.
makes sense because I'm a noob magic
magic.
user too. So the Adept
Got it.
Conjurer wouldn't make much sense for me.
All right.
So the novice conjurer, I will buy it for me.
Okay.
So my accountant, how much is it?
So 1,800 gold for the wands.
1,800.
For the wands.
Yes.
And for the quickness, 475 gold.
Okay,
All right.
it's done.
If you want to know the prices on the other ones, I can also tell you. Do you want to know?
Sure.
So for the Cloak of Crowd Avoidance, that's 650 gold. For the Wand of Dispelling, that's 230 gold. And for the Wand of Heavy Repairing, that's 250 gold.
Would that work on the art or the VRD that I still have that's not charged?
Well, charging it is different from repairing it.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, the
would
one
be
of
able
dispelling.
to do that. Repair that now because it was supposed to be a G thing.
So you're supposed to tinker with it and fix it. You're gonna
Yeah.
have to find someone that can do that.
Dang it.
Or you're gonna have to try to learn yourself.
Dang it. I watched G for many years. I could try.
You can try to learn for yourself, 100%. Yeah, you just have to
Okay.
buy the materials. I think I have the specifications for the materials that you have to buy there, right?
Yes, it is.
For the VRD?
Well, maybe repaired with 150 gold worth of tinkering materials, a diamond, and a successful tinkering check.
All right, there you go.
Okay.
He only bought 200 of chalices, right? I still have
Yes.
50 gold.
We still have 50 gold worth of chalices, yeah.
Okay. And this is all gone. Okay. I will also. No, it's fine. If they don't want it, I don't want it.
Save your money. We got more stores to visit.
Yeah.
True. True. But the wand of dispelling might be useful if you guys don't have dispel magic. But that is me metagaming.
Metametic.
Metamating.
While Violet's buying stuff, can Vesper like look around the shop and see if she notes anything that might have been from Arthur?
Yeah, roll a perception check for me, please.
25.
25. There's nothing here that looks like any of the devices that Arthur sold. It seems like the shop has evolved in a way. Like the shop has grown. It has more stuff than it had when you were doing business here. It has more customers. But it still maintains the classical magic sort of feel. Arcane sort of feel. It's not the gnomish technology type of deal that Arthur would know more and that G would help him with. Yeah.
Okay.
Just another question. If I cast Misty Step, that would be an action.
The cast of Misty Step is a bonus action, so
Exactly, when I'm casting myself. If it's with the wand.
But exactly, with the wand, you have to use an action to use the wand. So Misty Step would be cast as an action.
Okay. Okay. It was a pleasure to do business with you.
Likewise, young lady. Is there anything else I can help you with then?
Wait, what is the Prancing Blade? I just wrote Prancing Blade, and
It's
I
another
don't know what
shop.
this is.
It's
That's
the
what
shop.
she
Oh,
said.
Is that? Oh,
It's the shop that he told you about to buy,
Shop.
Weapons.
Okay.
and
weapons and armor
armor.
and stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay. Do you guys want anything else?
no, mother, thank you. I don't say that.
Okay.
It's so funny how Mick is always so quick to say, "I don't say that." It's, it's just in case I actually.
Just in case.
Does the Wonder need attunement?
It should say.
Yeah. At least mine do.
Yeah, the
It's only a
novice
night, right?
does. Yeah, it's you have to spend like an hour with it. It could be a short rest.
Oh, right.
Could be a short
Attunement
rest.
by a spellcaster. Okay. Okay. We are done here. We shall continue our business.
All right, thank you very
Yes.
much, and once again, Vesper, my deepest condolences.
She just nods her head very slightly and then walks out.
And as you're walking out and you're both kind of traversing the central corridor with all of the bookshelves and things, you look to the side, and as you pass through one of the aisles and you see Arthur, and then you move through the aisle and you see him again, and then you look to the other side and he's there again, and then he's outside at the windows, both of them looking in from outside in, and then you walk out and all of the images are gone.
She as she's walking through, she's muttering very quietly to herself, just stop, just stop, just stop.
All right.
I give a hug at the exit.
Oh. All right. So, for the purposes of time, I'm gonna say, actually no, I'm sorry. We're gonna have to fully do this, and you'll see why. You move to the Prancing Blade.
While we're going, wait.
Yeah,
Can I talk to Omar?
of course.
Is this information valuable? What we just learned?
It is very valuable. Yes, if he is, although conjuration does have the capability for violence, evocation has much more of that. This confirms what I thought, that perhaps he has gone after the people that took his family's life.
Do you know anything about them?
I
Has
do
he
not.
said anything?
No, but perhaps we could search his room
We can go to his place.
Yes.
back at the institute.
At the institute? Yes.
Are we allowed to enter?
I am allowed. Yes, They know me. I'm his friend. If we just perhaps, I am not very good at lying. You have obviously determined that. If we got someone who is good at that to say, I will obviously help. But if they could help me in, we just say that he is in this room studying or something, and I
Sure.
want to visit.
Okay.
We know a talented actress.
We're just going to buy some other stuff and we can go right away.
All right. So you move to the Prancing Blade. It is quite a few streets distant from Verlasco Scrolls and Supplies. You see the shop itself. The building is marked by a sign that is a scimitar inside of a glass container that is kind of moving and dancing inside of it, kind of enchanted to move, dancing inside of that little space. You walk inside, and at the risk of being insistent, Vesper, right as you walk in, to the right on a little chair where people usually wait, Arthur's sitting, swinging his legs, his wrinkled skin even more wrinkled around the blackened voids of eyes that he has. and then you blink and it's gone. And revisiting these places, it's just, it's hurting you more than you'd expect because you keep seeing him. And in your mind, Vesper, I want to ask you, seeing him over and over again, what would it look like if Vesper went insane?
She would go feral. Like, just snap. Like, all of her grace and dignity and all of her poise just gone. Just complete, like literally, like, crawling on the ground on all fours. Like, kind of psycho crazy. It would just be, like, a complete dissolution of everything that she is trained for.
And as your eyes drift towards the shopkeep, you see a human gentleman, who you know to be Osari Ukan. You see he's kind of bald and has dark but very heavily scarred skin with these like large golden earrings and a bone piercing on his nose. He's kind of a very muscular individual, but he's very well dressed with kind of a blue tunic and silvery ornaments. You look at him and you see this picture of your vision red around the corners and his throat bloodied and your hands bloodied and the scent of his blood, the taste of his flesh, and your skin, the pink is completely lost and it's pale. It's just pale, and then you snap back and it almost kind of throws you off balance a little bit, which is odd, and you all see Vesper lose her balance. The monk, probably with the best balance out of all of you, just stumble for a moment.
She like takes her staff and just kind of sits it on the ground and just like uses it kind of like a prop, like to ground herself, basically.
I put my hand on her and I say, "Do you have beef with everyone?"
Personally, I'll just say the city holds a lot of memories.
Just keep reminding yourself that it's that thing playing with your mind.
And hopefully once we find Saragan and Omar makes our pendants, I won't have to see it anymore. Just takes a deep breath and kind of blows it out.
Like, I'll make the gesture so that you breathe with me. Like,
She'll hesitate for a moment and then just kind of look at Emily and be like, "Okay, fine," and she does it with her.
Walk inside the store. No customers at the moment. And the man immediately recognizes you, Vesper. And he goes, "Vesper, you. I have not seen you in a long time. I thought you had left Port Nemeli. What brings you back?"
Well, it is a combination of business and previous things.
And how is old Arthur? Is he back as well?
Do you think I would be here if he was? Alone? Without him?
You have left him behind.
He has left me behind.
The old gnome is dead.
He is. Do you know anything about that?
I don't. Only that it was about time that coward died.
Can I check?
Inside check.
Oof. 11.
Damn.
To the best of your ability, he doesn't seem to be lying.
Okay.
Best
But
of
he
your
did call him a
knowledge.
coward.
He did.
Kind of like twitch of the lip, like baring the teeth a little bit. She's like, "You will take those words back."
I will not. He has been running away for far too long, doing illegal business and shutting us down. I assume that when he left, he shut other people down, wherever he went. It is not right to bring in gnomish technology into a place where proper magic is practiced. It is unfair business.
The only thing that is unfair is what happened to him.
Right. Perhaps unfair to you. Fair to all of us.
You disgust me.
And still you are here in my shop. What do you want?
Violet, please.
Yes. I would like to see your ass.
All right. And then the inventory opens up in front of it.
Nice.
Shop.
All right, so what he sells here, he sells any +1 weapon. Any +1 weapon that you guys want, he can sell. He sells any +1 armor, including shields, as well. He sells any +2 weapon, just a regular +2 enchantment. And then we go into the powerful
fun
items.
stuff.
The fun
Let's
stuff.
go.
We got a Bracers of Defense. So Bracers of Defense are just the regular D&D items. These are the bracers that you can wear. And if you're not wearing any item, or excuse me, any armor, you will gain a +2 bonus to AC. If you're not wearing armor or shield, you gain a +2 bonus to your AC. Since I see your face there, Vesper, these are 950 gold.
Fair.
Then we have the Armor of the Underdog, which can be any type of armor that you guys want. So it could be leather, it could be plate, half plate, whatever you guys want. Let me just confirm the description for you. Give me a moment. Wait, why is it not here? Oh no!
Earner.
Can I not find it?
Ran
No,
away.
I can't find it. So anyway, I know what it does. And I will add it to D&D Beyond after. Maybe I didn't add it and I completely.
I
just
see
failed.
it.
You see it?
in D&D Beyond? Yeah.
Why?
I just
why
searched under.
Why
That's-
can't I
that's what
see it?
And then it showed up.
Oh, it also
Oh,
shows.
it's
yeah.
there. It's there. It's there.
Did you
Okay.
search with without the U maybe?
No, I searched with the U. But anyway,
Search sometimes is a bit finicky.
yeah.
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 So while within 5 feet of 2 or more hostile creatures, the wearer of this item has advantage on all attack rolls.
Ooh.
This is also a +1 bonus to AC while wearing it. It can be leather, it can be plate. We can make it however you want.
Oh man,
You should have it, yeah, absolutely. How much?
I'm getting hot.
This is 2,250 gold
Okay.
for this item. We have the
I want
Sentinel.
two. No, okay.
We have the Sentinel Shield. Gives you advantage on perception checks. Sentinel Shield. We have. Let me see here. If it's the search is working for me, yeah, there we go. We have Sorcery's Bane, which is a quarterstaff, a metal, kind of long steel. I just noticed I wrote staff with 3 Fs. It's a staff.
Stuff.
That's kind of carved with ancient runic symbols, which has quite a few bonuses. The number 1 named Quiet Mage. As part of the attack action, the wielder of this item may choose to activate this ability. If the attack hits a creature concentrating on a spell or effect, it ends concentration. After using this effect, the enchantment must be recharged. So you use it once, and then you have to recharge it. Then it has Protection. The wielder of this item has a +1 bonus to all saving throws. And it has Magical Absorption. If the wielder of this item is hit by a spell or magical effect, it recharges Quiet Mage immediately. So the ending concentration immediately recharges if you are hit by a spell. And it's also a +1 staff, so you also get +1 bonuses.
Yeah.
And then let me see if I ended up making this or not, because I have a question mark next to it, so it might mean that I didn't make it in the end of the day. So let me see.
Sorcery's Bane. It's here.
I didn't. No, I was talking about another
another
item.
one.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
I didn't make it. I know why now. So these are the items that you guys have available for you.
How much is it? The stuff?
Oh,
the quarter stuff?
Sorcerer's Bane is 3,000 gold.
Jesus.
I'm not that rich. Vesper will pass
Uh,
the 950 gold for the bracers to Violet. She's like, I don't want to deal with him. You buy these for me.
All right. So you're going for the bracers immediately?
Yeah.
100%. Bracers of defense are yours. +2 to your AC with it. This turned into a shopping episode.
Yeah.
Yes, it did.
How much is the +1 shield?
A +1 shield would be 600 gold.
600.
Yeah.
The Sentinel shield would be like a normal shield. Doesn't have a +1 too.
It's a +2.
I can
It's a
confirm.
+2, I
It's a
checked.
+2. It's the pricing on it would suggest that because it's 1,500 gold.
Okay.
I'm interested in the +1 shield, but once again, Mommy Violet, I have like no money. I mean, I have money. I have 200, but I need 400 more. Hey, it's cheap. It's cheap.
I have 648 gold. It's like
Who wants to be my bank loan?
I don't mind lending if we don't have money for everything.
I don't. I only have 3,600.
Okay, so
I've
what
got
do we want?
190 left.
How much do you have? Wait, how much?
3,600.
Gee,
600.
we're running out of money. Look at that. So
I
empty.
would very much like to buy Sorcerer's Bane for Vesper.
Sorcerer's
I can give you the rest of my money for that. It's only 190 gold though.
Yeah.
Also, the bracers of defense aren't increasing my AC.
How dare they? I'll fix it.
If you already bought
Okay.
Braces of Defense, maybe I would buy Armor of the Underdog for me, because it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think you should have that. Like, absolutely.
Okay, then I use my 200, my 20 plats, and Emily lends me for 100 to get the +1 shield. Is
Yeah, I
that
can
it?
do that for hundreds.
Okay, thank you.
Ray, scroll.
Don't we
scroll
get a
down.
discount for buying a lot of stuff?
No.
Yeah,
Ray, scroll down in the inventory page and attune it. If you wanted to change your AC. So whenever,
it's down there. Okay.
whenever you're able to attune it, you can't right now,
Okay.
right? You need a short
Okay.
rest. Whenever you're able to,
Sorry.
just come in here. Yeah.
I was
fine.
in the equipment section. I wasn't seeing the attunement section.
Yeah, it's fine, it's fine. What's the deal?
Okay. I would have 2 number 9. Sorry.
number
An
nine,
armor,
no.
an armor of the Underdog, please.
Armor of the Underdog. All right, 2,250 gold gone.
2,250. Okay. If we get to make more money, we come back. Can you please put aside the Sorcerer's Bane? We might come back for it.
If you make a deposit, sure.
Well, how much?
If you could leave perhaps 1,000 gold behind.
Sure.
How much? You have enough? Okay.
And if we deposit 1,000, the Sorcerer's Bane will be 2,000, or still the 3,000?
It would be 2,000.
Okay, I will leave it.
Very well.
I am poor, officially.
This is the poorest Violet has ever been.
But you've all got a bunch of items,
True.
which is nice.
Yay,
now you just-
shield.
Going to be very helpful.
You just gotta remember. Oh yeah, did we get the shield, the 600 gold shield for Haj'Draal?
Yeah.
We're getting it.
Uh,
All right.
yeah.
But
Plus
we
one
didn't get
shield.
any cool heavy armor.
I told you the armor of the Underdog. You can make it plate as well. You can have a plate version of the armor of the Underdog if you want.
Oh, but that shit is expensive, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
2,250 gold.
Sorry.
While the
3,200.
ambient piano player in the back of the shop.
Yeah, this shit
Okay.
is too expensive. Man,
too expensive.
fighting crime does not pay off.
Well, it actually did. You guys, you realize the amount of money you've just spent.
Yeah.
I had 7,000, and I'm with 300.
Damn, and you're still
So-
richer than anyone in the city. Okay, maybe not
I'm
any.
so poor.
Not everyone.
I
But
might not eat tomorrow.
It's fine. I can play and we eat for free.
Okay.
true, we could
Perfect.
always do that. The advantages of having the Emily with you.
Yeah.
The Emily.
Okay, are we done here?
Oh, can I search the shop as well to see if there's anything?
I'm gonna maintain your perception check from last time,
Okay.
if you'll allow me, and I will tell you
Yeah.
nothing. It does feel like there's some sort of disgust by what Arthur did here, you know. I mean, Arthur's business was booming here because his devices, they weren't generally violent, right? But they were helpful devices, and it was running people out of business in here.
Okay. And then Vesper just leaves quietly, doesn't say anything.
So, as you guys leave the Prancing Blade, anything else you want to do? Any other shop you guys want to fucking go
There's no
to?
money.
We're too poor.
I'll just go to a shop and be like, "Can I have a free sample, please?"
Somebody gives you a little piece of cheese.
Hey, hey, Emily, you have an instrument with you, and there's some busy streets over here. Get to work.
Start busking.
Get to work.
Why do you sound like a pimp suddenly?
Because that's Mick talking. It's not Hash.
It's not hard.
Yeah, I was like, that's not very clericy of you.
Okay, I'll just go. I'll just talk to Omar
Yeah.
and say, "We're ready whenever you are."
All right, then perhaps we should head for the institute.
Mhm.
And he begins
Wait.
reading the.
We're just going to sit here and take a short rest.
Okay.
So we can attune to our items.
All right, we have been walking for quite some time. I have the legs of a wizard. They're not very strong, so
Yes, I need to calm down a bit too.
I love the way we need to take a short rest. We need to find a checkpoint.
Can I attune to both my wands? Right now, do I have to choose one per short rest?
Oh, the brooch or the wand? I'm gonna say
no,
you can.
the brooch is not
Attune.
but I have two. I have two wands.
Oh, so you
for
oh
each
yeah, because you have the convenience one, right?
Yeah.
I will
and
say
depth contour.
I will allow you to tune to both of them for
Yeah,
the sake
one
of
for each side.
convenience.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just because one of them's the wand of convenience, conveniently it attunes as well.
Wait, I can't because I can only have 3 attuned items. No.
No!
I have
Yeah.
to choose. Yeah, it's fine.
A choice that will have to be made. All right. So I'm gonna say you take your long rest. Excuse me, your short rest. You're not sleeping in a bench for 8 hours. That's not. And you can attune to all of the items that you have to attune to. There you go, 20 AC. Awesome. Okay, so after the short rest, you continue on, and you go to the High Institute of the Shimmering Tower. You had already seen the building; it had already impressed you, and now as you walk in, it's getting. I'm gonna say we're getting kind of towards the little bit. I would say noon, close to noon at this hour. Surrounding the tower, there are more gardens that are of kind of lesser complexity and embellishment, and they're kind of more open with tables and benches and other accommodations that allow for students to practice their magic or just relax. No one is relaxing here. People look nervous. They fail spells. They can't. People seem off. It's broad daylight. And it seems like the sun has shaken away some of the wariness that you've seen in the people at night, but it's still present enough. There's a pearlescent white cobblestone road that begins kind of at a golden arch holding the High Institute of the Shimmering Towers logo, which is a tower with a little shiny glint on top of it. It's very simple, yet effective. But you move through that road, you follow it, and you're led to the front door of the Institute. And as you walk inside, you immediately feel the air become fresher, less hot and humid. Whilst that is pleasant, the view ahead of you is at the very least overwhelming, especially for the likes of Violet and Emily. The inside of the tower is full of geometrical patterns of entangled and bewildering nature. A smattering of colors with a prevalence of yellows and blues crawl up the tiled walls in triangles, hexagons, and runic shapes that completely dodge nature's imperfection in exchange for mathematical precision. It's uncomfortable to you, Vesper. It feels like you're in a truly man-made structure. The absence of that natural touch it's bothersome. But you're not sure if it's just bothering you because there's a lot bothering you right now. These patterns, they change every so often. The tiles kind of vanishing from their place and reappearing elsewhere, creating different patterns, but never out of touch with this grand design or out of place in their sequence. Here on this first floor, there's a desk where two people currently sit, a gentleman and a lady. And behind them, central to this space, you see two spiral staircases that intertwine into the tower without a ceiling in sight. As you follow it, you see this sort of infinite tower above you. And from these spiral staircases, there are bridges that connect them to the central pillar, to the center of the tower, and they magically vanish and then reappear elsewhere. And with this constant flash of magic, and with the vanishing, interchangeable tiles, and everything just so unnatural, it becomes hard to even evaluate how many floors there actually are on this tower, and it is oddly uncomfortable to you. It messes a little bit with your mind. So, you guys walk in. Omar begins walking forward, and he goes, "So, who's the one helping me?"
Helping you with what?
Talking.
Lying, talking. I'm not a very good liar.
Oh, Emily.
I lie well, but what do I say?
I'll talk, and you just stand next to me and make me look better.
Okay. I can
Right.
do that.
Or perhaps I know. You say you are his girlfriend.
Yes. Okay.
All right.
Slay Queen!
So you walk to the front desk, and there you see. Give me a moment. You see a man, a male half-elf with green eyes and short black hair. He's very kind of poised and composed, and he wears tight purple robes. And he goes, "Good morning, my name is Roderick, and what may I be of assistance to you?" And Omar goes, I'm sorry, maybe you remember me, Roderick. I'm just here to visit Sargon. I would like to go to his room. His girlfriend is with me.
Hi.
Roll a deception check for me, Emily.
Which is a high. And be deceptive. 16.
All right. He goes, sure, but are you aware if he is studying in his room or if he has left in any? I think he is studying. The last time I saw him, he told me that he was coming here to study. So his girlfriend, well, let's not just say he's not been very nice, and she might want to interrupt his studies for a little bit of scolding, right?
Yes, he's been studying too much, and girlfriends have some needs.
A girl's gotta eat.
Eat what, dick? Anyway, the man goes, right, and what about everyone else? And he looks at you, Emily. Omar looks at you. Omar looks at you and...
No, I say who?
Well, the people that you are bringing with you.
I'm not bringing anyone. Them? I don't know them.
Omar kind of just blushes for a little bit. Oh, excuse me then. Will you wait for a moment? I will take them to the room.
Of course.
Sure.
All right. And the man turns to lead you and Omar into the room. So he stands up. He kind of beckons you to follow as he heads towards the stairs. And as both of you, Omar kind of like he gently kind of nudges you to come closer to the man, to just be one step away from him. And as he notices you both are close, he mutters a few words and continues climbing. And as you are climbing up the stairs and you wrap around to the other side, you come up much, much higher in the tower, just vanishing magically up to the top. You see all the bridges connecting to the center staircase, and one towards which the man moves, stopping just before stepping into the bridge as it vanishes, and he asks you to wait. You wait for a few moments, and shortly after, another bridge reappears in front of you, although this one looks different in ornamentation. All of you cross the bridge into a corridor that is lined with wooden doors that sport some numbers on it, emblazoned in gold. The man asks you to stop. He mumbles some more words, followed by 201. The floor or the walls kind of, you're unsure, rapidly move in front of you or to your sides, and then room 201 appears on one of the walls of the corridor. And he tells you, please do keep visitations short. It is important that the students get time to rest and consolidate the learned materials, and I doubt that whatever it is you're teaching him is worth his time.
I just nod.
And he leaves you. Omar goes, all right, thank you, Emily. And you see him close his eyes for a moment. He waves his hands in front of him, and he says, Fortuna Major, and the door opens. He enters and invites you in.
Okay, I just sent a message to Violet saying, room 201.
Okay.
All right. You enter the room.
Good luck.
You enter the room, and you see evidence of what could be a cozy corner. A large window on the left. How there's a window there, you have no idea. It takes over the entire wall, and you see kind of like hints of a green landscape outside. Then a bed on the right, shoved within a wall-sized bookcase, kind of keeping it cozy, a little bit claustrophobic maybe. But the space right now, it's anything but that. The window that you see is partially covered in parchment with drawings, writing, and even book pages that are torn. There are books on the ground, spread out and open, as well as more parchment on the center table. The bookcase is just completely torn apart. The books were probably pulled away and are on the ground. There are broken pieces on the wood. And you sense it again, Emily. That flash. That image of you, of what you could be. You sense this deep, dark presence in here. You sense the very edge of insanity. And that's where we're going to end today's session.
Ooh.
Ew! Very well done, guys. Quite good shopping you did today.
Spending all of our money.
That was great. You got some pretty good items, though.
Just
You got some pretty good
a
items.
question. I still have the ring of disguise, right?
Yes, you do. I don't remember. Yeah, because Emily gave it to
We
you.
have
We had two.
Oh, we have
Yeah.
2. I have 1 right now.
Oh, there you
With
go.
me, I think.
I think Violet had the other one, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, very
Okay.
well. You got rings of disguise then. But there we go. A great job, everybody. I hope you guys had fun finally spending your money. And next time we're here, we're gonna find out how you get to use them, which will not be next week for anybody watching. Next week is break week, and so we will only play on the week after, which will already be the first week of February, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right?
Hey, goodness.
So that's that's pretty crazy. Months going by really fast when you measure it in D&D sessions.
Yeah.
But anyway, thank you
Oh, I
so
love
much
it.
to everybody watching. We really do appreciate it. I hope you guys take care and have a wonderful weekend. And from us here in Requiem, we wish you a great week with no insanity or visions of people losing their eyes.
Yes. Goodbye.
Bye-bye, folks.
Bye bye.